Hello everybody, I am just going live on multiple channels. I am working. Hello everybody, hello Instagram, hello Holistic Spiritual Community, hello Claire Gorman official page, everyone that's followed me. I wanted to jump on and do a live. Every now and again I get the call to do this. I'm just going to turn my computer off in case I get a phone call coming through, which normally happens. There we are. I've got do not disturb on. Hello, let me know who have I got in the chat. Just pop your name or just give access to restream. So I'm going to be here for a little while. I'm going to talk to you what's going on energetically at the moment. Tomorrow we've got some exciting energies that are coming up. We have Mercury retrograde coming in for us tomorrow. So I'm going to give you a quick overview about August and what's coming up for us, and also do a little bit of an explanation around the Mercury retrograde. So if anyone, hi Cara, if anyone wants any, oh hello, just happened to see this, oh fantastic. You know me, when I feel the call, and I'm hoping technology is my friend today. Oh geez, Mercury retrograde, I'm feeling the effects of it already. And then I challenge myself out of my comfort zone and my self-sabotaging patterns to go live on multiple platforms. Okay, so I want to talk about August. August has been a massive month for manifesting abundance, and it was really interesting because at the beginning of the month I wasn't planning on running Unleashing Prosperity, my new money program. I was looking at it to come sort of maybe later in the year, and as soon as I fell into the energies of August, I channeled the energy overview for August, and I felt this like massive energy rush around this needs to be launched now. People are needing to work on their deep issues around bringing in money and abundance. So after the energies of Lion Gate portal, let me know in the chat, did you feel the energy of the 8-8 and how has it been traveling for you? This month in August has really brought about and I'll talk about the retrogrades in a minute, but it's really started to help you uncover your abundance story. So this month, we've got Mercury retrograde tomorrow, but by the end of the month, apparently we're going to have like 7 planets in retrograde. We've either got like 5 going into 6 at the moment. So what happens with retrograde? Retrograde, how I see it is, yes, it can be a bit of a pain in the foot when it comes to retrograde. But I always look at everything, what's the blessing, what's the lesson, what's the learning behind everything. So retrograde for me is, okay, this is a time where we need to stop, we need to pause. We shouldn't be in masculine energy where it's go, 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 drive, drive, drive. And I should take this advice on for myself, to be fair. Okay, because retrograde, the energies make us pause and stop and make us go back over old ground. And you know, Lionsgate portal really opened up this manifesting portal for us all, but retrograde is going to pause us and it's going to make us go back over our old money stories. And what I found in my group program this month and what's coming up in the collective is that people are starting to unearth some of their deeper issues with when it comes to money. So what I found with working with my clients in the group program is that we have been unearthing lots of karmic patterns when it comes to money and abundance. So for instance, I want to talk a little bit about, have you worked on your money issues, or you know, you've been trying to manifest, you've been working on your beliefs, you've been changing your money beliefs, but it's still not giving you the results, or you can feel that energy of what is it, what's going on, not this again, Why am I still feeling unworthy? What are those triggers still coming up? And it's, my friend, we've got to go deeper. If we can't just keep clearing and dusting the surface, we've got to go back to the foundations of where this is happening. And this is going to be a little bit of what you're going to be experiencing over the next couple of weeks. With these 7 planets going into retrograde, it's pulling you back over old patterns and life lessons and things like that. So how it might be showing up for you, not only necessarily in money ways, but this month energetically, I think Steph, Seeing the Stars Steph, I spoke to her at the beginning of the month. She's my beautiful astrologer, and we were having this conversation around Jupiter, something to do with Jupiter. And she said, oh, no wonder you're running a money program. She said, because this is the energy of what's happening this month. So a lot of us need to really assess our money stories. But it might be showing up in other ways. So it might be showing up in careers. Okay, so you might be finding that you might be wanting to go for a promotion and you're being overlooked. Look at your self-worth. You might be finding that relationships are difficult as such. Hello, Mercury retrograde. That is all about communication. Am I sort of making sense to everybody as I'm sort of channeling as I go along? As I'm also tuning into everybody as well. So the retrograde is coming up tomorrow. So the Lionsgate portal that was here on the 8th of the 8th, it really started to open up an energy vortex where you're starting to step into living a higher, more conscious way. The Lionsgate portal actually opened up on the 26th of July, and it started to close down around the 12th. And it was showing us opportunities to really start setting firm intentions. You might be feeling that you needed to perform certain rituals, but also to start ready to clear any energetic blocks. And it was getting you ready for really a preparation around significant shifts within the collective consciousness, and to really start stepping into embracing the wisdom of your own heart. So being guided by heart. This year, being a 7 numerology number year, is all about bringing your intuition back to being your power, your seat of power, and connecting in with your intuition and being guided by your intuition, but also being guided by your heart. So it was really, some of you might be feeling this real battle between head and heart. And that can actually energetically show up from a metaphysical point of view within your body, like struggling with migraines, struggling with heart palpitations and things like that. That could be going off in you as well. And that's really showing you from a metaphysical, like a medical intuitive point of view, that where are you at? Are you working through things through your head, or are you working things through soul, through your heart, being heart-led and heart-centered? So that can also show up as well. So this month, obviously, we've got the retrogrades coming up, but the retrogrades, as I said, offer complete opportunity. So it's a time to really get clear on our vision, because it holds us back over old ground. So it holds us back. We can clear the energetic blocks, the karmic patterns, whatever needs to be cleared. It's going to be different in different people. But then we clear it, then we can refocus, and then we can start moving forward. So it's always good, it's a great spiritual practice to always think, okay, where in this year are those retrogrades? And, map out that time where that you could do some deep inner work, because the energies are there for allowing it to uncover. And where a lot of people struggle when it comes to a retrograde is that they're still going full steam ahead, and they're fighting it, and they wonder why things aren't working. Communication isn't great. Technology breaks down. it's because you need to stop and you need to go back over and uncover the old patterns, the old stories, the old beliefs, the old energies, and get them cleared once and for all. And it's really good to use the energies that are around to basically support us in that. I've got some notes here as well, so I'm making sure that I make sure I talk about everything that I wanted to say. Okay. So as we approach the up and coming Mercury retrograde within the next 24 hours, so we are here with the 23rd of August here in Australia, Brisbane time. So tomorrow morning it's starting to open up and kick in. This retrograde is really essential to be aware of the energetic shifts that may unfold. Mercury is actually the planet or the planetary ruler of communication and technology. That's why things go astray. It will appear to move in reverse within the next few days, and it starts tomorrow. And this happens, this astronomical occurrence often brings about various effects that can impact our daily lives from an energetic standpoint. So it could be items within your home, your car, your computer. I'll make you laugh in a minute what happened to me yesterday, and things like that. But you are energy as well. So it can be you need to have a look at what energy needs to shift within you. Do you need to pause? Do you need to rest? Do you need to be taking some supplements? Do you need to be getting out in nature? You know, sometimes at this point, we need to start doing things slightly a little bit differently. And that actually gives us opportunities for growth and transformation as well. Because if you've been doing everything like me today, I've come off one streaming platform and started with another. So obviously I'm doing it slightly different. And then I'm opening it up to on Instagram here, and then YouTube, Holistic Community, and my business page. So I'm really opening up the communication channels. But yesterday was really funny. I was struggling yesterday. My assistant, the beautiful Anne, was saying to me, my business manager, Claire, come on, we need some more reels. We need some more reels. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. And I thought, right, yesterday, and the makeup was on and the hair was done. And I thought, right, this is it, bugger it. It's going to be the right time. I'm just going to do the reels. One, I really struggled with my voice. It happens to me. And the other thing was, what I found was I'd recorded these reels, got it all tickety-boo, went to send it to my social media woman, and I couldn't listen to it. There was no sound. And I've never had that experience before. And then I just sat there and thought, oh, yeah, it's retrograde coming. Oh, yeah, okay. But it's also self-sabotage, and it's also me breaking through that glass ceiling because I'm working on my visibility and my reach to my beautiful community and standing out there. So I spoke to one of my private clients and I said, hey, my hat off to you. You did your first reel the other day. Amazing. Well done. And then I just told her the funny story about what happened to me last night. And I know she'll laugh at that one. But it happens to all of us. So Mercury retrograde is traditionally associated with communication challenges. Like I said, it can also bring up misunderstandings, and it can disturb. She's on the. You're watching me on the live, aren't you, Jackie? So it can bring up misunderstandings, disruptions in technology. Hello, my sound wasn't working. I hope my sound's working tonight. And a noticeable increase in miscommunications. So really make sure that you're careful when you send emails, when you send proposals and things like that out. Make sure that, okay, I'm dyslexic, so not always my spelling and grammar is 100%, but I just make sure that I take that bit more time to just make sure that everything is, what I say, tickety-boo, because it can be interpreted completely the wrong way. And that's just because if you're sending energy of a communication out, Mercury is going to switch it and then it will be delivered in a slightly different way. So this is a really good time to cleanse your social media channels, to, you know, oh, isn't it 4:44 p.m. here? There we go. Cleanse your social media channels. Even things like cleaning out your bank accounts, your PayPal accounts, anywhere where you're receiving money, because it's energy. So Mercury can disrupt through the internet, anything along those lines. So, you know, if you could actually struggle being paid as well at certain times. So energy clearing. So hello, my energy healers that follow me, my healers. Okay, this is the time. Get cleansing on your website, on your social media, on your email list and things like that. If you don't know how to do things like that, this is something that I can actually teach you. So okay, I've got angels coming in to talk to me. If you're not part of my holistic spiritual community, come on in. We absolutely have a ball in there. I show up live every single week, and I'm there to support you and help you. So that's what my holistic spiritual community is all about. I've got some of my girls here following me. Great. I'm committed to doing my first Facebook Live, which I've been avoiding on Monday. That could get interesting. Yeah, so just be prepared with that. But don't stop yourself. So, you know, like last night, I did get frustrated with the sound thing. In all fairness, I was a little bit deflated, and in the end, I just thought, okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to fight it. But here I am today, showing up, doing this version. I'm like, it's not going to beat me. And Instagram, I've got a poor connection going through, so I need to do some energy clearing through my Instagram channel, because it's showing up for me that I've got a poor connection in there. So that's telling me that I need to do some energy clearing and healing through my social media. If anybody wants me to do this as a service, this would be under, if you go onto my website, clairegorman.com.au, and look under the Illuminate Your Business package. It's a package service where I look to do all the energy clearings. It's quite powerful, but it will also include energy clearing your social media channels, your websites and things like that. So if this is like sparking your interest and you need something like that, that is where the type of package that would be good for you. Okay, so retrograde has miscommunications in both personal, professional, and can actually happen on a larger scale, affecting like global networks, telecommunication systems, and even international relations as well. So that can happen. So sometimes I don't always watch the news. In all fairness, my husband keeps me informed of what I need to hear and listen to. But it's quite interesting to see, okay, is there going to be anything in the global networks that things get a little bit wooky as well. So from an energetic perspective, the influence around Mercury retrograde could really introduce a sense of introspection and revision. It's a good time to reflect on how we actually communicate with others and reassess our technology dependencies. So it might feel for you that at this point in time, you know how sometimes you see people just putting a post out on social media saying, I'm taking a social media detox for the next 2 weeks, and I'll see you when I come back. This can actually come about through this time, Mercury retrograde as well. So, you know, if you are feeling overwhelmed, stressed, take that declutter time. Also reassess what you're listening to, who you're hanging around with, what you're filling your social media feed with. That's really quite important. What emails are you receiving? Are they making you feel like positive? You know, sometimes, and we all do it, we follow people that are very similar to us in our business, right? And we might sign up for their newsletters, we might follow them on social media, But if they're not inspiring and lifting you up, and they deflate you, and it brings up that feeling of, I'm not good enough, look at what they're doing. Okay, it's time to reassess that. Yeah. I'm not going to say any more than that, but you want to be filling your mind through those media channels, that communications, with someone that you know is going to light you up and feel good about yourself. If you're not feeling good about yourself, then you need to be like decluttering that. Declutter. Also, what happens around Mercury retrograde, which is quite interesting, is, okay, so from a human point of view, a human perspective, right, what Mercury can do is it can actually stir up karmic energy. So stirring up karmic energy, how can I put that in a more non-woo-woo conversation way? So stirring up karmic energy is a bit like I just said, you know how sometimes people can make you feel less than good about yourself, and it then starts to bring up your own self-worth. And if you think about this month is all around money, it could stir this up. And I think it's important for me to be honest and have this conversation with my beautiful community, because I think when you understand that that can be happening, it doesn't feel like there's something wrong with you. I know when I think, oh, okay, that makes sense. That could be what's happening. And how is this happening for me? Not why is it happening to me? Oh, maybe it's because I need to do some more inner work. Maybe I need to release some emails and not allow that to come into my energy to push me off track. And you start to have like a deeper conversation around it. What has been interesting this month with the money and the karmic energy is the amount of karmic patterns and healings that I've done within the group. And to be fair, this whole year I have been really, really busy with my private clients releasing karmic patterns. So karmic patterns have an energy, a frequency of, it's under the law of cause and effect. So it's not always in what's happening in this lifetime. I've been working a lot on deep healings on my clients because I tend to work through deep stuff because I'm so intuitive. I can really find it very, very quickly. And I've been releasing a lot of karma, because once that karma releases, and a lot with past life healing, and I've done it with future lives as well, karmic in future, is that it starts to bring the soul back to its original blueprint. And if you think about this year, is you really pulling that soul information into you and being led by soul. You want your soul without any of the karmic issues that it's still holding on to. And we actually come back in our lifetime to actually heal some of those karmic patterns. So that's what I found this year for me, working on myself, but also on my clients, is that we're ready to release a lot of karmic energy. And that is because as our consciousness is raising its vibration through this earth, and everyone's experiencing it. So what do I mean by that? When we're raising our consciousness, is that we are becoming more loving and more kind. We are loving and kind more to ourselves, so externally and internally. And raising the consciousness is also about us maybe even starting to go on a spiritual path, or maybe you're on a spiritual path, you're going to go deeper into a spiritual path. So how that's been shown up for me is that I've started to do a lot of deeper work and providing those types of services, and really owning my my gifts and talents, and helping other people open theirs as well. So I'm just going to go through. Oh, so one thing I wanted to say, what will be really good and really helpful at this time is if you've got a clear quartz crystal, right? This can really help with setting daily intentions to clear and elevate our communication. So what I do with my clear quartz, and it's really good to get a 0.1. So I've actually got 2 here on my desk. Okay, I do quite like them in their raw state. So I've got 2, and then what I've done is I've cleared these, and I love using pendulums. So I would get my pendulum and I would download new energy into these clear crystal quartz. And you want to set some affirmations and activate these quartz crystals, and then place them around, like, so I've got them always on my desk. I've just put it here on my laptop, because it will raise the vibration of clearer communication. I can feel the energy of them already. Actually, I'm going to put it here and see if it helps with Instagram up there. Okay. So this month, when I wrote the energy overview for August, so if you didn't know, every month I send out into my newsletters an energy overview, and you can read them as my blog online on my website. But I channel what's going to go on through the month ahead. And I also talk about the healings that need to happen in that time. And the reason why that information comes through is so that we can use that energy to create the change. And basically what that does, it gives you a rapid result, it gives you a rapid healing, and it helps you elevate to the next level a lot quicker. So when you're fighting against energy, oh my God, it's a hard slog. But if you know, this is what's coming up, let's work on that as well as whatever else you want to work on, it has bigger transformation for you in that month ahead. So this August, we are looking at the way of the heart, a journey of authenticity. So basically, we're pulling off the layers this year. We're pulling off the karmic patterns and the parallel lives and everything that's holding us back. And some of you might be feeling like you're in a washing machine. It could feel like you're being shaken to let it go, let it go. Some of you might be experiencing ill health, because this year is the year of health that's up for reassessment. What's your health like? As I sit here drinking my fresh tomato and coriander juice. My husband went, "Oh my God, that's just disgusting." I said, "It's really good. It's really good. It's really good for you." So you might be feeling like you're going through a health journey, but as we pull the old layers off, it's like shedding skin, like a snake's God, that's a tongue twister. Like snakes shedding skins. What happens is you start to come out of the heavy mud, and you start to show up authentic. And this is happening to us this year. And the other thing that could be happening as well, and I've channeled this for more like the end of August, and it could be kicking in now because we're in this retrograde time, going back over old grounds, is the seeds of doubt might start kicking in. And yes, I felt that not yesterday, the day before. I was like, I know this feeling, because I feel the energies before it sometimes kicks in. And I was like, oh, okay. And I heard the old negative Nancy, the ego, saying, doubt, negative. And she can be a bit of a what's it, to be fair. And I thought, oh, okay, this is interesting. I was really like high vibe. And then all of a sudden this came in, and it was until I read the energy overview this morning, because I channel the energy overview. Sometimes I have to go back and read it a few times because I actually don't remember what I've put in the energy overview. And when I read it this morning, it was doubt and the power of love, and embracing abundance. I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And as I'm up leveling myself as well at the moment, the seeds of doubt kick in as well, because your ego wants you to stay stuck. It likes the comfort, it likes the ease and grace, if in that sort of frequency. Or it can be really narcissistic, the ego, and if you're having a hard time, it wants to keep you in that hard time. maybe because you need to have some lessons unveiled to you, or it's going to keep you in that frequency of not great energy, because something needs to change. And sometimes we won't learn our lessons from a human point of view. We won't learn our lessons until we hit rock bottom. So doubt can be coming in, but what I want to say is, when that doubt comes in, see it as, oh, I'm about to up level. So please think of it like that. So this month is really, really powerful. I'm excited to send out the energy overview for next month. I've actually written them all for the end of the year. So we have some real powerful months in. We've still got a powerful month in September, but we've got another transformative month in October as well. So if anybody's got any questions, put them in the chat. I would love to know. Who have I got here on Instagram? I've got Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Tony. I've got Mel on Instagram. I need to pull my, just bear with me. Sorry, everyone. I've got Mel. Hi. Hi. Hello, everybody. If anybody's got any questions, pop them in the chat. The other thing that could be happening after the kicking in of the doubt is that you may be feeling sensitive. Okay, so as we get to wrapping up August, as I said, the collective consciousness always is seeking to understand personal and circumstantial. Our consciousness, sorry, is always wanting to understand personal and circumstantial power. This is something that I really noticed back in July. A lot of my private clients were being tested between circumstantial power and personal power. And it was really starting to help you elevate into, is it a good time to sell a house in the next couple of months? Okay, we'll ask. Well, you've definitely been working on your abundance, Jackie. So here we go. Personal power, circumstantial power, people were being really tested over the last, month, six weeks. And it was really showing you that you needed to take control of your life, because this is a lesson for a virtue for this year as well. So I noticed with a lot of clients, and even just talking to friends and colleagues and stuff like that, it was like people feeling like they needed to put some boundaries in place. So what tends to happen energetically is that we'll go through an instance of some self-doubt. Then we might have to put boundaries in place. Okay, when I'm talking about boundaries, it's having a voice. And then what you'll find energetically is your self-worth will go up. That's roughly sort of the pattern, the cycle that I tend to see it, and I feel it as well in that sort of loop. So, when it happens in that loop, and it happens every single time, so every up level, okay, so when you're raising, an up level is raising your self-worth. So whether that's financially, spiritually, in relationships, in your health, in learning, everything like that, we elevate at a certain calibration and then we go up. So that can be the cycle. And what I noticed a lot in July is that people needed to really step into their personal power and have a voice, maybe put some different boundaries in place, and actually look at what they will and they won't tolerate anymore. So there is some really good healings and processes around that as well that I do help my clients with. Okay, so it's been a fun journey, hasn't it? Okay, so Jackie wants to know, is it a good time to sell a house in the next couple of months? Let's ask. Okay, let's tune in for you. Okay, tune in to Jackie, please. Okay, can we have the answers in 100% love and light, 100% accuracy and truth? Just tuning in with her guides. Thank you. Okay, is it a good time for Jackie to sell her house within the next 2 months? Yeah, 3 months? No, she should put it on the market in 2 months? In 3 months? No, in the next 2 months. It's saying 2 months. Okay, and will that give her the highest return of investment? It's saying no. When's the highest return of investment? Okay, it's saying in 5 months. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay, so in 2 months you will sell it. You have the possibilities of selling it, but in 5 months that could reach a higher price. Okay, and what advice is that? Is that because the house that she's looking for is not on the market? No. Okay. And is that because okay, what's the message? It's saying keep looking, and it will work out. Okay, I've got a funny feeling about something to do with the agent. Okay, what's the message about the agent? Look for alternative agents. Okay, so should she interview more agents? Yeah. Should she look to get a buyer's advocate or a seller's advocate? Yeah. So it's actually saying for you, Jackie, to look for, God, I'm having a hot flush now. It's hot today. Look for a buyer's advocate to help you and interview more agents. Okay. So that's the advice. I hope that's been helpful. Okay, is it a good time to raise my price? To raise the price of my sessions in September. Okay, let's have a look. I could really do with having your name so I could tune into you a bit more. Okay, let me just disconnect from Jackie. Okay. Okay, let's just tune in. Whoever that is it a good time to raise the price of my sessions in September? Do you offer multiple sessions? You just want to know if you're going to put a price raise. Okay, let's have a look. Is she ready for a price rise? No. When's the best time for her to raise her prices? It's saying October for you, not September. Is that this year? Yes. And the reason behind that? Okay, so it's saying let people know that your prices will rise. Yeah, so it's just giving people a bit more time so that they know that your prices are going to rise. What is the right time to register for nursing, please? Okay, let's just clear from that. Okay, she wants to know, is it the right time to register for nursing? Can we just tune into whoever that is, please? Is it the right time to re-register for nursing, please? I'm just going to make sure I'm reading that correct. Saying yes. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting a green light for re-registering for nursing. Saying yes. Oh, it's Marnie. Yes. Re-register. Yeah. You have to give Restream permission to see who it is. It does make it easier when I can tune in and I know who it is. Okay, if there's no questions, right? Oh, she's saying right now. Okay. Do you want a specific date then? Because I can give you a specific date. Okay, when's the specific date that Marnie should re-register her nursing? Okay, it's saying September the 22nd for you, and that's the most aligned time. Yes, September the 22nd is your date. I'm just going to check my Instagram. I'll just pull it off here. Oh, in case there's anyone connecting. I don't know if anyone is commenting. Is anyone commenting on Insta? I'd love you to. If anybody needs anything from me on Insta, there you go. Get to see me a bit from a different angle now. Good stuff. Merc Retro. I have an interview tomorrow. Not really a job I am that bothered about, so I'm not expecting much. Good stuff. Merc Retro. I'm not really a job I'm bothered about, so not expecting much. Yeah, sometimes when we're not really bothered about a job, that's when we can get it as well. I have an interview tomorrow. But sometimes, you know, taking that job, you don't know what it might lead to something else. And sometimes because it's like buses, right? It's like that old saying, you wait hours for a bus and then they all turn up in one go. 9 times out of 10, I've seen people land a job that they're not really bothered about, and then the better job comes along. And that's happened to somebody in my family. Actually my brother and also someone else in our family as well. They really wanted one job. They actually got given another job, and then they've manifested an even better job, because there's something in that energy of I'm working, and then you become energetically, you become more what's the word, wanted. I can't think of a word. My crystals aren't working very well, are they, with my communication? Thank you so much. My guidance did tell me to let go of worry. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my impromptu live. What's it say? Yeah, the agent asked me to commit to 6 months if I do get it, so can't bail. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Sometimes if it's like I don't want to say an easy peasy job, but if it's a job that you can just go, it's going to give you cash in the bank every month, but you've actually got headspace to start to grow your own business. Is I can't see the name. Is it you, Avril? You know, it gives you headspace to start your passion project. Yes, I thought it was you. I felt it was you. You're trying to test me on this, aren't you? Because I can't see anybody's names. You're up leveling me, aren't you? I think, you know, it'd be interesting, because if it's a job where it's not going to take a lot of your energy, I think then that's going to be able for you to just, you know, do what you need to do, money in the bank, start having that pressure off, and then you've got space, headspace and time to actually put your energy into your healing business and get that, you know, up and going as well. So that's what I see. But it's okay, because we know what you're going to do in the end, don't we? Yeah. Okay, 5:15 here. I've had a lovely time hanging out with you. I hope you've enjoyed the impromptu live. Indeed we do. Indeed we do, my friend. If you're not part of my holistic spiritual community, every week I go live, I give guidance. That's why some of them are on the group, on the call tonight, asking for guidance. Love you too, my darling. And we have an awesome group of people. Yeah, we get to hang out. I give my time freely. But yes, you know, I do also offer programs and private coaching. But just come into the group if you like things all holistic and spiritual, and you want to learn things from me, and I learn things from other people. Just have an awesome time in that group. So it's on Facebook, Holistic Spiritual Community, and you'll find me in there. You can also sign up for my newsletters, my blogs, and you can find me on clairegorman.com.au. And that's me. And if anybody wants to chat to me privately, if I can help them at all, then send me a DM or a private message. So I'm going to say good night. Take care. And I will see my beautiful Unleash Prosperity clients tomorrow night for the live money call. And I am going live in the holistic spiritual community on Friday. And that was what I was going to say, is I'm going to do a live Mercury retrograde energy healing in that group. So we're going to use pendulums, and we're going to clear some of these energy blocks for you. So if you're keen on that, hop over to the holistic spiritual community, and that will be Friday 10 a.m. in that group. And I'll leave all the recordings up so you can watch it at any time. So take care and good night. Thank you for joining and watching.